online. Welcome to your 2023 Local Heroes Awards, a proud initiative by the Daily Dispatch in partnership with Kenita. Of course, you can give a round of applause. It is my absolute honor to be your MC this evening. My name is Claire Marisa. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. A quick thank you to John O'Batendaf and Jermaine Hamid, who welcomed us in the lobby with some incredible sounds. We'll be hearing more from them throughout the course of this evening. Now, we will be acknowledging 12 incredible individuals here tonight, but you also are leaving with a little bit of something. There was a gift on your seats, so each of you received a little Daily Dispatch Local Heroes 2024 calendar, a Local Heroes notebook, a supplement which will be available in the Daily Dispatch tomorrow, a Gussie's gifting and stationery discount voucher, and a ginger love shot. If there are extra goodie bags, please feel free to donate to the MC. Thank you so much. By way of housekeeping and orientation, if it's your first time at the ICC, the bathrooms are out the back doors, straight ahead. You can't miss them. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no smoking allowed in the venue. I'd like to remind you now to please put your phones on silent, but I want you to keep your phones on, because if you've taken any pictures or videos, or you will be taking any pictures or videos this evening, please share them online to those people who could not join us this evening on social media. Use the hashtag LocalHeroes2023. That's hashtag LocalHeroes2023. Now tonight, we are here to celebrate and acknowledge ordinary people who are doing extraordinary work in our community. And we're here to also celebrate their stories. Be prepared to be inspired and moved by their courage and commitment to be the change that we all so desperately need in this country. Now the moment I have been waiting for, to introduce you to our 12 Local Heroes 2023. Please put your hands together for Kenita Prince.
I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds.
Welcome, Ramsey. hero is Jackie Godfrey. Another incredible round of applause for our 12 local heroes, ladies and gentlemen. I love the energy. Let's keep it up for these incredible people that we will be celebrating, and you'll get to know a little bit more about them as the evening continues. Now, in 2019, Sherry Ann James took over the role of editor at the Daily Dispatch during a challenging phase for print media worldwide. Despite many title closures and decrease in circulation, Sherry's leadership steered the Daily Dispatch to emphasize its essential metro and regional news coverage. This led to a large increase in digital users, ensuring that our readers can access trusted news from the Daily Dispatch at any time, from anywhere. The newspaper has witnessed significant growth in readership, establishing itself as the top performing daily newspaper in the country in terms of expanding readership. Please help me welcome the editor of the Daily Dispatch, Sherry Ann James.
No? Are we working? Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 9th annual Local Hero Awards. Before I start, can we just give our amazing local hero finalists for 2023 a round of applause? Okay. As Claire said, my name is Sherry Ann James, and I'm the editor of the Daily Dispatch newspaper. I've been the editor for about 4 years now. Local heroes. So, the Daily Dispatch has made a name for itself over the years for being a really hard-hitting newspaper when it comes to investigations and exposing corruption, injustices that our communities are facing. And, I mean, we've got a lot of awards to prove just how good we are at doing that particular job. But in 2014, the then editor, Bongani Sikoko, I was on the news desk at that point. He said, "We are doing really great in terms of investigations, but we need hope amongst the doom and gloom. We need to uncover the pockets of excellence in our society just to give people that hope that they so desperately need." And it started out as a project called My Local Hero, and we have one of the very first writers in the room with us, Mbali Tanana, in the corner there. And Mbali's job and the job of other journalists was to go out into our communities and find people who were doing excellent work in our communities. And they weren't doing it for the recognition, they weren't doing it for money, for fame. They just wanted to help their fellow man. And that's how Local Heroes came to be born. And we have grown over the years, strength by strength, and here we are, our 9th year. And we had 70 entries this year that we had to go through as judges. It's our record number. We've never had so many entries before, and these were just the people that we were able to profile. We had a lot more entries coming in. And so we had a very tough task. We had 70 amazing individuals from across the Eastern Cape. And we had to sit down and whittle it down to 12 people. And it was an immense task, but we were able to do it. And this evening, we are here to celebrate those 12 individuals. And I'm hoping that this evening, you listen to their stories, because their stories are amazing. It is touching, it is moving. And I'm hoping that you will take away go out into our communities and see what little we can do for our fellow man, just to bring that bit of change. Because if we all work together as a society, we can then make that change and make the world a better place, and that's what's driving our local heroes. So I'm hoping that tonight that we will celebrate them, we will encourage them, and that we send the message out to the world that we need more people like the 12 individuals we'll be profiling this evening. And thank you so much for being here with us this evening. I want to say a special thank you to Johnson, currently known as Kenview, for walking this journey with us. When we started in 2015, that's when we had our first event. They came on board, they saw the vision, and they've walked with us all along, 9 years later, and I'm hoping that we will have many more partnerships going forward, and all the other companies who have joined us, who've come on board to just celebrate these local heroes, because it's an opportunity for us to give back to people who give so much of themselves with so little. And so this evening, let's all have fun, let's celebrate our heroes, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Sherry Ann. Dean Lo Ning joined J&J in January 2017 after gaining valuable experience in financial roles in the automotive industry, including General Motors, Lear Corporation, and Kronberg and Schubert. His roles included technical accounting, internal control, exports, and financial planning and analysis, with a strong emphasis on business partnering throughout the manufacturing process and leading various projects for process improvements. He completed his accounting degree at the Nelson Mandela University before completing his articled training in accounting with accounting firm Mazars. In April 2021, he took over the challenging role of site lead at J&J East London manufacturing plant.
Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Maybe sunshine and maybe rain. But as for me, I'll wait and see. And maybe it'll bring my love to me. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows any better than I? That is she who's keeping me alive. Keeping the little girl as my goal will bring. Makes my life maybe sunshine and maybe rain for another day. But as for me, I'll wait and see. And maybe it'll bring my love to me. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows any better than I? That is she who's keeping me alive. Keeping the little girl as my goal. Makes my life worth living, you know. Another day, just another day. Another day, just another day. Oh, Lord.
Good evening, ladies and gents. It's great to see such a great attendance again, joining us tonight and in support of our local heroes and the great work that they do. I'd like to start with a couple of thanks. So firstly, thank you to all of you for taking the time out to join us tonight, and everyone is actually looking very great, by the way. Thank you to the Daily Dispatch team. You guys have partnered with us, as Sherry Ann mentioned, since the beginning of this initiative in honoring the people and the great work that they do in our communities. Thank you to my Kenview team for the hard work you guys do every single day to enable us to be here to support this initiative. And then I'd like to make a special thank you to Michelle from the Kenview team and Kim from the Daily Dispatch team for making this evening magically happen. The stress is not on me to come and stand in front of all of you. The stress is on them to make sure you get your food, you get your seats, and that the place looks pretty. So thank you very much, Michelle and Kim. So we just shared a short video clip with you of our new company, Kenview. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but Johnson & Johnson recently spun off the complete consumer goods division into a standalone and independent company named Kenview, and that's who we are now. We will still maintain all of the brands that you've grown up with, that you know, and that you've loved and kept us going all this time. Again, I'm honored and humbled to be here to witness the amazing stories you will see through this evening. How often do we find ourselves wondering what is going on in the world today? Is the world going mad? Has it already gone mad? We see poverty, war, discrimination, crime, abuse, global pandemics, and many other things wrong with the world on a daily basis. To me, this is sometimes extremely overwhelming. I find myself thinking there's no hope for humankind. I don't believe there's anything I can do to change the status quo. Then, through the year, I get the call up from the Daily Dispatch team. It's time to start commencing our adjudication for this year's local heroes. Suddenly, I find myself with a different feeling of being overwhelmed. You know, we read through a multitude of nominations sent forth by you, the community, proposing someone who's doing something extraordinary out of their own free will to make a positive difference in this world. Unfortunately, we cannot recognize everyone that has been nominated, but appreciate that you are being appreciated for a change. So thank you very much for what you do. And then just so that I don't keep you here, I will actually finish up now. But before I go, I'd also like to share one last video clip, and it's just to show that Kenview, as a company, is also trying to do our bit to help and make a little difference to someone in this world. And obviously, just to confuse you, we filmed this video when we were still under the Johnson & Johnson umbrella. So you'll see the Johnson & Johnson logos everywhere, but it's still the same company that does everything. And I would like to, again, thank the team for making this possible. Thank you.
The richness of my beautiful country shines through me and speaks into the future of every young South African woman. I bring hope and truth with my confident declaration that I am valued, I am loved, and my education matters. My future is important. I am strong, I am beautiful, I am Thandawethu. The Thandawethu project started a few years ago when we visited a school for another care team initiative. We spoke to the girls about what were some of the challenges that they were facing, and they spoke to us about how they were forced to use unhygienic methods for their menstrual cycles. This was a real concern for us.
Our Small Projects Foundation, for many years, have realized that young women and girls are in need of sanitary towels. If they do not have, they miss out of school between 3 to 5 days a month. And this also then can result in dropout.
At the East London site, we had the issue of good quality pads going to landfill. With the help of Olivia Coupe, we were able to start a project, the Thandawetu project, to offer these pads for donation to the schools.
Before Thandawetu projects, these sanitary pads were sent to the landfill for destruction. This process follows a Johnson & Johnson local procedure where the good quality pads that have passed the J&J quality standards are sent to the Thandawetu team to repack for donation. The Thandawetu project promotes the Johnson & Johnson sustainability focus on decreasing our waste.
The Thandawetu packing area was set up. We partnered with Small Projects Foundation, who provided us with unemployed individuals in the community who required work experience. These individuals were given the opportunity to gain employment and work experience, as well as being part of a project that gives back to their very own community. They assist us with repackaging of the sanitary pads, transporting them, as well as providing training education on feminine hygiene.
I'm grateful that this project gives back to the communities. It helps young children because when I was younger in high school I could not afford pads. So when you cannot afford pads, you use clothes to make pads. And then now that there is this project, I feel like it's helping young girls to not be like me.
So the project has been running now since 2019 and has been serving between 73 to 76,000 young women and girls a year. The Johnson & Johnson project feeds into all our projects. Well, there's 10 projects that works especially with young women and girls. And all 10 of those projects are in desperate need of these products. So they've been feeding straight into these projects and has made amazing differences.
It has really made a huge impact. It has really changed many things. I used not to attend school because I'm on my periods and I had no pads for me to come to school. So now that the project came in, it made a huge difference. I always attend school and I make sure I'm always at school because even if I'm on my periods, I know I have the comfort from the pads. I won't have to stay at home. I will be left behind if I don't come to school.
So sometimes I did not come to school. I didn't come to school because I knew that I have no sanitary towels. So maybe I might leak into the desk, and that would be an embarrassment because everybody in the class was going to look at me.
At school, they never understood. They literally thought you were making it up or you didn't want to come to school. But as for yourself, you delayed at school the work. You didn't get all of the work at school.
The Thandawetu project is not about just handing over sanitary and girls. It's about providing them with education on menstrual hygiene, restoring their dignity, and giving them a hope for their future.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Dean. Now, you've seen their faces. You've even seen them strut their stuff here on the stage. A surprise for all of us. Now, let's meet our local heroes. Let's get into our first award. After a life-altering stroke, Jackie Godfrey founded the non-profit organization Because I Can. With the help of supporters, she feeds hundreds weekly, operates a charity shop, and offers essential items to the needy, aiming to extend her assistance to the impoverished among the West Bank community.
Well, in 2014, I moved to West Bank. And I saw there was a need, and there were some homeless people, and I decided to start giving them food. I felt sorry for them, and I started cooking and giving them food to eat. And in 2020, I started cooking on a daily basis, and I've been doing it ever since. I feed 3 times a week in West Bank, and I help the community with all their needs, whatever they're needing. I feed about 300 people 3 times a week. I have families of 11, families of 8, families of 6, 4, you know, they all vary in number. There's single people, obviously. A lot of pensioners, because the pensioners, they just can't make ends meet. The old people, the children, you know, they're suffering. Pensions aren't enough, and you go in and it's just poverty, poverty, poverty. You can actually see it, and for me, that is heartbreaking, especially when it comes to children and the old people. I still, you know, it just breaks me. I've got a farmer, Renke Boerdery. He donates veggies to me once a month, and which I'm eternally grateful for, because that's such a big help, because vegetables are so expensive. Got my charity shop, and whatever the charity shop brings in, it goes back into the feeding, you know. Sometimes there is nothing, and I use my husband's money that he works for, just so that we can make a pot of food that everybody can have something to eat for the day. To see everybody happy with a full stomach of food, knowing that they've got had something to eat for the day, that makes me happy. I have a vision of a safe house. There's a lot of people that are sleeping on the streets, and I would like, you know, a halfway house that they've got a roof over their head, especially in weather like we're having, that they've got a dry place to sleep, you know, in the evening. We'll get there. I'm happy if the person I'm serving is happy. It's a privilege and honor for me to be able to do what I do, to be able to know that the people have gone to bed, their tummies are full, they've had something to eat for the day, and that's the biggest pleasure for me.
Please welcome Jackie Godfrey. Going, ladies and gentlemen.
Firstly, I'd just like to thank my Father in heaven, because he kept me here and gave me a purpose to live. I'd like to thank Daily Dispatch and Johnson's, and also my husband that gives up 90% of our quality time together, and all the people that support me. Thank you very much.
Wait a little bit, Jackie, because I'd like to now call on Marianne Hartwig, who will hand over a check of 20,000 Rand on behalf of Vincent Park. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Jackie. You can take a seat. Olisi Hoboi, born in Mbuto village, has dedicated himself to giving back to the community that supported him in his youth. Despite a challenging start, Olisi oversees various community initiatives, including donating blankets, education, support, and fostering soccer talent in his hometown of Tsolo. Olisi's mission is giving back to the village that raised him and serving the less fortunate.
I started on this thing, I think it was in 2010, when when I was deployed then in the Mine Workers Provident Fund. I moved then from Eastern Cape, I think it was in 1999, where I started then to work in the mines, then as a general worker, you know. So then having not known then the level of the poverty within our communities, you know, I felt that now it is important that now then I must, whatever that little then I have on the side of Johannesburg, then I must come and put it then to my people. The Mkoliso Boy Foundation then is only focused on disadvantaged then people, you know, then the old age, then the schools, the non-profitable organization and all of those kind of things, you know. We wanted to bring change then to our people, you know. I realized that we are having then the old age people, you know, in this community. I started in 2016, then with about 16 blankets. So like for instance now we donated then this year then more than 140 blankets. When I was coming then to kill then the old age people then the blankets. I said I don't know where I'm gonna get the money from. But one thing I promise you, I'll build then the ablution system. I went then to Easy Gas and say, Easy Gas, please help me. We must do something then for these people, you know. We built then the ablution system that has got about 14 toilets.
Mr. Mkoliso Boy has done a lot for our school. We were not having toilets in our school. He gave us this toilet to sit, and he gave the dignity to us and even the learners, and the role of the school is now coming up and up because we are having the flushed toilets, and we are the first school to have the flushed toilet in this area.
The reason why I decided then to start here is because charity then begins at home. And this is the people that have made me. I am their ambassador. It was not because of school. The Lepan primary school, it was a junior school then by the time. I won't be where I am now. I want to live a dream where then the people then are out of poverty. You know, I want to live a dream where then people then can send then their kids then to school, you know, and then I want to live a dream where I know that, for instance, nobody then goes to bed, you know, with an empty stomach, you know. The little that you do, you know, it impacts then a lot. You can give someone something then very small, but you will never imagine, you know, then the impact. Let us work together, you know, in doing then this similar project. Then by so doing so, we will eradicate then the poverty then within our communities.
Please welcome to the stage Mkoliso Boy.
Can you feel it? Now it's coming back, we can steal it. If we bridge this gap, I can see you through the curtains of the waterfall. When I lost it,
I see his table
you held my hand, but I tossed it. Didn't understand you were with me as I dove into the waterfall. So say Geronimo, say.
Now, thank you very much. First, let me greet then the program director, the distinguished guest. Maybe let me say this before I don't miss then the protocols. So in other words, you are saying all protocols observed. I don't know where to start and where to end. But the most important thing is to thank then the organizers of this event, the Daily Dispatch, the Johnson & Johnson, and I know that there were many things that were said then by people, you know, about Johnson & Johnson. And, but what is so important is that today I can witness
then what then they are saying, what then they are perhaps then saying. And also the Funano Bulela, then some of the sponsors I see, there's quite a number of sponsors there, but I cannot be able then, who's busy song and there were no spa, no ban, no ban. Most importantly, my wife. Because if it was not because of her, I won't be where I am now. And lastly, many stories has been said about me, particularly then in the media space. But the community of Mbuto, I lost my father when I was 7 years, 8 years. I was brought up then by a single mom.
This project started in 2018 when my daughter was in grade 3. She's in grade 7 now. She used to come from school and ask for 2 lunch blocks, or maybe 3, because the children were eating her food. So I made 3 lunch blocks, 3 lunch tons, and so on until I went up the road to fetch the child. I saw 4 children playing there outside the school. I asked them, why are you sitting here? They said, no. Why must you go home? Because we have nothing to eat at home. So I said, come with me. I made bread for my children and them. They ate. That's when it started. I get my food, my support from Facebook, mostly Mr. Kandu and a few anonymous. Those 2 people, they don't want me to mention their names, so I get it from them and my husband, myself. I'm working now, so every Friday I get paid, I buy. At some point I didn't have, so that's when I decided to go and look for work so that they can have food after school and porridge in the morning. I have so far 50 from after school, and then in the mornings I've stopped giving them porridge here now. I'm giving 1 kg porridge, take it at home. I give 25 porridges a week out now. I am like an octopus. I'm doing it. I don't know how, but I'm doing it through Christ who strengthens me. That's how I'm doing it, and I know I'm gonna do it until God says it's over. I will do it. What makes me sad, I don't usually get it, but mostly it's when I have to tell the children, come back tomorrow. I don't have. I always tell them, come back, or I will tell my children to lie. I tell them I'm not here, because I don't know how am I going to face those children when I don't have porridge or lunch for them. They come here with the hope that they're going to get something, and then I don't have. And sometimes I take from my children's food and I give it to them, but that's why sometimes I feel like not waking up at all. What brings joy to my heart is seeing the children happy. The parents are drinking mostly, so they come here with the hope that I'm going to give them, and then I give them the food and they're happy. They go to bed with full tummies and stuff, see. In the future, I'd like to see myself having a big shelter for the homeless, men, women, and children. You must have confidence. You must knock with confidence. You must do everything with confidence. I went to the shop with confidence last night to borrow chicken for me to cook this morning. If they believe in Christ and in themselves, anything is possible.
She was just a girl, she expected the world.
like to thank Daily Dispatch and Johnson & Johnson. Most importantly, Jesus, who's giving me strength to carry on every day. Amen.
Brenda, I'm going to call on Crystal Godfrey from Vodacom for you, Berea, to hand over a check to you. You received 20,000 Rand just for doing the work you're doing.
She said, oh, I know there's someone set to
3 local heroes down. We've got 9 more to go, and I'm already inspired. I'm sure you are too. And I'm sure you might also be a little bit peckish. So we're going to take a little break. But before we do, I'd like to invite onto stage right now Titch Wild, station manager from Link FM. What Titch will do now for us. Oh, your fan club, Titch. I like it. Titch will say grace for us, then we will have dinner. Over to you, Titch.
Thank you. If I ask Claire for a selfie, would that be starstruck? Thank you. It's an honor to be asked to pray tonight, and if we could just bow our heads as we pray. Father, we just thank you for this time tonight. We ask that you would bless the work of the hands of the people, the local heroes that we are here to celebrate tonight. But we also ask, Lord, that you would bless this gathering, that you would bless each and every person here, and that you would bless this food to our body in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Titch. Ladies and gentlemen, you now will be served your dinner, and I will now invite again to, I think, my left-hand side, your right, Jono Beitendach and Jermaine Hamid will play incredible sounds while you enjoy your dinner. Bon appetit. Thank you. Before we continue with our other local heroes, I just want to take this opportunity to highlight the Inspiration Awards, which Local Heroes supports and partners with. It is a like-minded annual event that takes place to recognize the inspirational contributions that NGOs and individuals in East London make. Each year, a Daily Dispatch and Johnson's Local Hero is submitted as a nomination for the Inspiration Awards. In 2023, our 2022 Daily Dispatch and Local Hero finalist, Land of the Living, was an Inspiration Award finalist. We just wanted to let you know of that, and of course, we also would like to encourage you to support this excellent initiative as well. Now, let's continue profiling our incredible local heroes, and this is the fourth one. Captain Mark McCary, driven by the heart-wrenching sight of people going to bed hungry, has dedicated himself to helping those in need. Mark is known for his volunteer work in various communities, providing food and support to combat hunger and poverty, all while drawing inspiration from his own upbringing to make a difference in his community.
My project started in 2018 with plus minus 200 fire victims that was illegally evicted. So most of them ended up on the streets, and I was one of the first ones that reached out. So I went, I used social media, asked people for blankets, second-hand clothes, and I saw the need, and I saw what these people went through, and it reminded me of when I grew up. I come from a poverty-stricken area, so my passion for the needy, for people that doesn't have, stem from an earlier age. It's not just a soup kitchen, I have school shoes drive, where I collect school shoes and hand out to the poor kids at schools like Pefferville Parkside, wherever the need is. I have blanket drives, like now for winter, go hand out blankets to the old people, there's a need. So wherever the need is, food, clothing, I try to make a difference. What really touches my heart, what really rips me apart, is when I walk into a house and there's nothing to eat. My vision for my project is to register as an NPO. I would love to, get some resources like a container, my own gas bottles, my own gas stoves, my own pots, bigger pots. So I'd love to have my own bakkie where you can drive around and collect stuff and go drop it off and feed. I'm basically supported by the community and close friends and family. It's quite difficult to feed every week. Sometimes I have to feed every second week, but I do. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I use from my own pocket as well. I'm no hero, It's my passion. I love to help. I'm a cop by profession, proudly. South African Police Service, 34 years service, captain by rank.
Be appropriate to salute Captain Mark McCary. Please welcome him to the stage.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body. Wow. It drops. Ooh, I can't take my.
Thank you to our Heavenly Father. Without God, we're nothing. God made it possible. So, secondly, to our major sponsors, Daily Dispatch, Johnson & Johnson, and all the others. Thank you for acknowledging what we've done. We don't need it, but, through your recognition, wow. The plight is big, people. as you can see from the videos, we need help. Our community needs help. So, also thank you to my friends and family. Thank you to my kids. Thank you to, it's difficult to reach out to businesses to get donations and sponsors and stuff. But to mention just one or two, Integrity Funeral, Pastor D, Open Heaven Ministries, a church, and 043 events. I wish the church can get more involved in what we're doing. I don't know where the churches. Don't worry about government. We're not here for government. But my belief as a Christian is, where are you guys? But anyway, thank you very much for everything. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the sponsors. But guys, the need out there is, we need you. Corporate companies, whatever, please, we need you. Thank you.
Before I let you go, I'd like to welcome to the stage Titch Wild, the station manager from Link FM, who will be handing over a check of 20,000 Rand to you.
Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling.
Community activist, civil rights advocate, and champion for children's rights, established the Kula Community Development Project in 2008. He tirelessly addresses various issues, including gender-based violence, human trafficking, and school-related complaints. Majola's mission is to promote human dignity, justice, and equal rights for all.
Our organization advocates for children's rights and responsibilities to ensure that we create conducive environment for children in schools, in communities, to try and fight or mitigate on the scourge of gender-based violence, as we see that the whole country is under the dark cloud. So our advocacy programs focus mainly on ending gender-based violence and femicide. The project Kula Community Development started in 2008. And the reason we started this kind of a program was when South Africa was in a panic stage in preparation for the FIFA World Cup. There were some parents who were panicking because people were talking about tourists who will come into the country, have sex with their children, trafficking in persons will be on the cards, and we decided to start a program that will talk to parents, that will talk to children, because we cannot run away from the fact that trafficking in persons is real. Children are being sold, children are being taken from home to other areas. So we started there. You know what breaks my heart in the work that I do, because I'm a human being, sometimes I would cry. I remember the other incident was a 15-year-old girl who was brutally raped and the eyes were removed. They were gouged out with a sharp object. As I am speaking to you, she's only 16 and cannot see, totally blind. The response, you know what makes us happy sometimes, and see that at least we're doing a little bit of a positive impact. The way communities appreciate our work. When we receive those thank you letters from survivors who were victims, but we managed to assist them through the journey and they became survivors, and they write back to say thank you so much, and you smile. I use each and every second to live a positive life. So that if there is any negative things that coming my way, I just push them away. Apparently, I take the negatives, I make them the step ladder so that I jump higher than where I am. Because if you focus on negative, you will never get anywhere.
The best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Thanks, Daily Dispatch and the sponsors, and for affording us this opportunity, of coming together in such a beautiful evening. I've seen old friends, I've seen some journalists who used to ask when we walk out of a courtroom and a perpetrator is found not guilty, and you see those Bongani Fuziles, when he was a journalist then, to say, what's your reaction now that this man has been released? And then you have to say things that you don't even want to say. But this evening I'll say one thing, that it is still a dream, but I know that this dream will one day come true. That very soon, women and children will be able to walk freely in the streets and corners of the province and the country, with no man thinking of subjecting them into abuse. Very soon, the young girls will have and enjoy their freedom and access to quality education without being forced into becoming young brides. They will not be forced into becoming victims of human trafficking. And lastly, it is still a dream that very soon that dream will be realized, where we will no longer be talking about gender-based violence, where we will no longer be seeing young girls and women crying in tears because someone has taken an advantage of them. Working together, we will definitely make that dream come true.
I'd like to welcome Alan Stapleton from Spa Eastern Cape onto stage, who will hand over a check of 20,000 Rand from Spa Eastern Cape. For over 2 decades, Sister Nobulale Bulugelo has managed a project at St. Peter's Claver Catholic Church, helping elderly community members grow organic vegetables to support their families. Sister Nobulale provides land, seeds, and tools to 13 grandmothers and 12 young adults, allowing them to grow and sell vegetables. The project also contributes ingredients to a church kitchen that feeds over 180 young people daily. And Sister Bulugelo offers health workshops and support to the elderly in the community.
Oh, the first time I came here in Duncan Village, what came to my mind was the history of our parish here, of our mission here, St. Peter Claver, which was started by the Dominican sisters in 1928. In my mind, I always wanted a reconciliation between the community and the church. This project started in 2001 when I came to East London from Johannesburg. So when I came here, I remembered the work of our sisters and I did it. Because when you work with the soil, you pray, you reflect, and it brings some healing within you. So I have 12 grannies who comes from the community. They plant their own vegetable gardens and they feed their families. I also have a group of 13 young men and women who also have plots here. They come and till the soil and help us. When the vegetables are ready, we share with the feeding scheme. We give them the vegetables to cook for the elderly and anybody who is in need. We also share with our preschool, and we also sell them at a cheaper price for the community members. What keeps me going as a Dominican sister is that I have hope for Duncan Village, because the love the people showed me, even in their poverty, even in their miserable, vulnerable lifestyle, but they showed me love. They showed me that there is hope, that we will bring a little change in their lives. Not only giving them food, not only giving them clothes, but just to accept them as they are. They feel closer to us. Oh, when I see the progress in the children we are helping, we help the children, and some of them went as far as the university. And when they plow back to the community, taking care of other children who are in need, that gives me joy. Get up every morning, look at the mirror and said, I am God's child. And with that, God will help you to gain strength to do whatever you want to do.
Please welcome Sister Nawulali to the stage.
You came and broke them down. You broke them down. And there were chains around us. By your grace we are no longer bound. No longer bound. You called me out of the grave. You called me into the light. You called my name and then my heart came alive.
To thank God who called me to religious life. I would like to thank Daily Dispatch and Johnson & Johnson for, in my humble state, that they managed to elect me, not because of me, but because of all the people we are working with at our center. And above all, lastly, I would like to thank the community of Duncan Village. In their poverty, in their need, in their miserable lifestyle and vulnerable, I say thank you to God and to everyone. Thank you.
Much. Sister Ellen Stapleton from SPA is going to hand over a check of 20,000 Rand from SPA. Congratulations. For more than 30 years, Zalisile Mahwangana, known as Sweet Mama, has been nurturing talent in performing arts, sports, and life skills. Zalisile offers free programs to empower rural youth. Through the Sweet African Inspiration Cultural Group, it provides a safe haven for young people to develop their skills.
Lo msebenzi ndiwenzayo kwabantwana mna ndizalwa ngabazali abasizalela enkonzweni basikhulisa phantsi kwaloo ngqeqesho yenkonzo. Eli gama lithi Sweet Mama ayilo gama elivele nje, ligama elisuka kwi-community. Kutheni bendithi eli gama lithi Sweet Mama? Apha uyayazi ka uthi gqi izulu elibi ngapha baphuma mama bathi embo, uyaqonda? Nam ke apha abantwana abangena apha kwa-Sweet Mama ayingobantwana kuthiwa barayithi balungile, ngabantwana kufumanisa ubana bayona kakhulu pha ekuhlaleni bakhalisa ntoni i-community, uyaqonda? Kude kuthiwa khawuhambe khaye kulaa nto ka-Sweet Mama, uyayibona mos laa nto leyam yena. Mna ke ngoku ngokubona ngemehlo lam le nto irongo bayenzayo andizange ndiyithande. Ndabona into yokubana ndihlale ndithi mna ndiqeqeshiwe ekhaya iya kundibetha loo nto ndibe ndimbona unamba rongo. Andixela ke loo nto le mandithathe le mbeko ndiyifundisiweyo ekhaya ndiyise kwabanye abantwana, uyaqonda, kumakhelwane. Enyanisweni ke ndibaqokelela abantwana. Emadoda yintoni into kwaye kusenzeka ngolu hlobo. Ndayibona ke into yokubana kukudinga into kwenza abenzi into, that is why besenza into ezirongo ngolu hlobo, uyaqonda. Ulapho ke ndiqale khona ukubahlanganisa ndakha iqela lomculo lokho lalibizwa ubana i-gospel, sasenza i-gospel, uyaqonda? Yes, i-gospel, yes. Kuthiwa i-Sweet Inspiration Gospel Choir. Apha nabantwana into esiyenzayo ngumculo, music. Sizokwenza i-traditional dance, zonke nje i-dance, uyaqonda? Sizokwenza ke ngoku idrama. Kwakule ndawo sinayo indawo esenza khona ilento imithungo, uyaqonda? Bayafundiswa abantwana indlela yokuthini yokuthunga, kwenza bayi-costume abazinxibayo zithungwe kwalapho. Sinazo indawo apho khona senza khona icingo, uyaqonda? Ya inethi, diamond match. Kuthiwa kaloku ihlathi engenamhlumela. Yintoni umhlumela? Angekhe sijonge ihlathi enemithi emide ingekho emincinci, uyaqonda? Because ukutshabalala kwantoni kulaa mithi mikhulu lingekho lemincinci liphelile laa hlathi. Makuthi ke ndingekafi ndibone into yokubana noba ndingafa kodwa ndakulala phaa emangcwabeni ndixolile ngoba ndiyayibona into yobana iprojekthi iyakhula, ukhona umlando emva kwam, uyaqonda? Bakhona abafundisekayo, abalandelayo, abanyathelayo kwii-footsteps zam.
Please welcome Sweet Mama to the stage.
Nizangixolela ke. Nditshintsha ulwimi ngoku. Kudala kukhumshwa. Kusetyenziswa ulwimi lwasemzini. Ingathi ngoku asikho apha kweli phondo lweMpuma Koloni. Yenele. Bethuna akukho nto ndizayithetha. Ithethiwe mos niyibonile yonke into phaya. Qha nje kubulela. Okokuqala into endiyibulelayo mna ngulo mntu undenze ndibe kule ndawo. Lo uye wandonyula phakathi kwabanye abantu abaninzi abenza le nto ndiyenzayo. Kanti iliso lakhe liye labona nzulu. Labomba usweet mama kudala eqhuba le nto. Ndilapha nje ngulo mntu. Ndibulele ke ngoku zonke ezi sponsors like Daily Dispatch anozibala zonke bethuna. Zonke ngokulandelana kwazo zinintsi kakhulu. Ngokubana nazo zenze into ekumila kunje le local heroes. Kubonakala kutsho kuzobonakala lo sweet mama. Kuzobonakala ndibonwe. Kunengoma ke endiyithandayo. But le ngoma ngesingesi. Ya now ngizawutshintsha ulwimi. Umuntu ocula le ngoma, la ngoma yandikhuthaza endleleni. Le ngoma ithi nimamele kakuhle. Ithi ngesingesi, nge-English. I will try to change again the tongue to you. Okay, listen to me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, okay. Listen. There will be mountains that I will have to climb, and there will be battles that I'll have to fight. But victory or defeat is up to me to decide. But how can I expect to win if I never try? I can't give up now. I come too far from where I started from. Come on, let's sing to it. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Come on. And I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
My sweet mama, Alan Stapleton is going to come up with a 20,000 rand check for sweet mama. Here's your check from Spa. Wow! Okay, now we know who to book for entertainment next year. Right? Oh. On to our next local hero. Louise Impy runs the Spay a Stray charity during her free time. Her mission is to sterilize female cats and dogs in underprivileged communities to address animal welfare issues. With the help of volunteers, Louise has completed 1,750 sterilizations. Louise also offers assistance to animals in need, educates pet owners, and provides basic medical care herself.
Spay a Stray pretty much started with me having a little bit of extra time on my hands. My son was pretty much grown, so didn't need me all that much. And I started fundraising for another organization, and then actually just realized how large the actual problem is. The ginormity of animal welfare and everything that it entails. From an outsider looking in, you honestly only know tidbits. So unless you're in the thick of it, only then do you actually realize how big the problem is. So Spay a Stray originally started out as a sterilization project. So raising funds and then getting the animals sterilized. But the more that you actually deal within animal welfare, you actually realize you can't just isolate it from all the other things. If you come across other things, you have to address it. You've got to fix it. You've got to do something about it. And because there's so few people that are actually actively working in the trenches, if I can call it that, it kind of progressed, and then the sterilization became into, oh goodness, okay, there's a sick animal, so that sick animal needs to be treated. There's a lot of mange going around, there's a lot of biliary, there's a lot of injuries, all those kind of things. So you have to then address it. There's a lot of animals that don't have shelter, so you know, trying to organize second-hand kennels for these animals came into the picture. So on top of the sterilizing and the fundraising, then we went into the medical side of things. But a big facet of Spay a Stray is also educating the people how to better care for the animals, you know, just the basics. Every pet owner actually becomes a responsible pet owner, that every pet owner realizes what an important role their pet plays in their life, and how to treat them well, and every person to actually you know, just fix things in their own little circle, to have their own pets sterilized, to have their own pets vaccinated. Vaccinations are so vitally important. The saddest situation that we'll ever come across is finding animals on chains. I think that is possibly the worst thing I can actually ever have to deal with. The other things I can kind of fix, and if I can fix it, then it makes me feel better. If the animal needs to be sterilized, I can organize that. If they need food, if they need water, if they need shelter, if they need medical treatment, we can fix that. What I'd actually just like for every single person out there to know that you can make a difference. You don't have to be rich, just give a little bit back. It will make the world of a difference.
From Spay a Stray, Louise Impy.
Good evening, everybody. I'm not sure how I'm going to beat the speech of the previous person, but yeah, I'm going to give it a good try. My first thank you definitely goes to my sidekick, Carla. If it wasn't for her, I think I would probably be in St. Mark's a good couple of times already. And then to each and every person that supports Spay a Stray. It's a tiny organization. We've got no large sponsors that keep us going or anything like that. It's literally the man on the street that helps us with a second-hand kennel or a bag of food or a monthly donation of 100 Rand. And that just proves to you that every single person can actually make a difference. And then I'd just like to also say thank you very much to the sponsors and the organizers of this event that year after year actually gives back to the community and gives the charities and what you guys classify as heroes a platform to actually just be recognized and hopefully to allow other people to actually see that each and every person can actually make a difference. We know different to any of the rest of you out there. Animal welfare is filled with a lot of sadness, but I think probably what I found most sad is there's so many atrocities in the world towards animals as well as to humans, and we've become so desensitized to it that we just carry on with our daily lives and kind of stick our heads in the sand and pretend, that none of it happens. We just accept it as the norm, and to me that is just very, very sad. And if this event has shown you anything, it should be that every single person actually has the ability to make a difference. And government isn't going to fix the country, municipalities aren't going to fix the country, welfares can't fix the country. The problem is just too many. It's a problem that's been created by millions of people, and we're expecting a few thousands to fix it. It's simply impossible. So if this event has shown you anything, it shows you that we all have the ability to actually make a change, and we all have to. If we want things to become better, each and every person has to do their little bit. So don't be all excited tonight and tomorrow you just carry on with your daily life. Find something that you are passionate about or that you care for, whether it's kids, whether it's old people, whether it's your neighbor, where it's your own family, even your own family. We all got a few issues and things that could, be improved upon. Just find something that you care about and just give a little bit back, and all those tiny circles will eventually connect and things genuinely can become better. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Louise. I just want to welcome Alan again back to stage from Spa, East London, just to give you that 20,000 Rand, which I know will go quite far.
What are you waiting for?
Over there for a picture. Eight local heroes down, 4 more to go. This is a perfect opportunity for us to break for a few minutes for dessert. So we'll have something sweet to eat and continue very shortly afterwards. And while we are having our sweet treats, we'll be listening to Jono and Jermaine again. Enjoy your dessert, ladies and gentlemen.
yummy cheesecake, according to me. I hope according to you as well. We've only got a few more local heroes to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen, so please try and keep your energy up for the last. People deserve all of your energy, all of your positive vibes. But I think this is the perfect opportunity to bring onto stage a group of people who also played a critical role in making tonight possible. This is a moment where we can meet our 5 judges. Now, you heard it was said earlier on, but this year, 2023, they received more nominations than any other year, over 70 nominations. And so getting to the final 12 that you see here this evening was particularly difficult. I don't envy the position that they were in, but they have chosen the best of the best. And I want to take this opportunity to call up the 5 judges, and if they could please come up to stage, just so we can acknowledge you, please. So firstly, Ryan McCaw, General Manager of Arena Holdings, Eastern Cape, titles which include the Daily Dispatch, the Herald, Weekend Post, Go, and Express, the Rip and Talk of the Town. Ryan, please come up to stage. Following him, Sherry Ann James, editor of the Daily Dispatch. Sherry Ann, please come up. Dean Lo Ning, site lead, Kenview, come up as well. Michelle Duprier, who's the site support and communications for Kenview, and Tubbs Lingham, who was the 2022 local hero for Pot O Curry. Where are those 5 Avengers? Here they are. Please give them a round of applause. And we just want to give them a token of appreciation for all the hard work they've done. Thank you so much. Thank you to our judges. Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, we have 4 more local heroes to go, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope we are still together. Let's move right along. Nomlindo Linda Beja from Quigney operates the Future Roses Care Center, a safe haven for children under the age of 6. She provides daycare services to 37 children during the day and aftercare for 16 preschoolers, offering a secure environment for youngsters from challenging backgrounds. Linda's dedication extends beyond childcare, as she also serves as a mentor to parents in need and endeavors to make a difference despite resource limitations.
We started in 2016. It was on a rainy day. I went to town to do my shopping. So since I was staying in the CBD, I noticed this lady who was selling fruit and vegetables with a baby on her back. So I asked her if she can let me take the child, because I was not staying far from where she's selling the fruit. So that's how we started, because the child was feeling cold and she was wet at the moment. So since I had a toddler at home, so I took my toddler's clothes to change the little one. Future Roses Educare was developed as an initiative to support families who can't afford childcare services and early learning childhood development. At Future Roses, we believe every child deserves to be educated, have nutritious meals and clothing to wear. We are based in Quigney, and our street mostly there is squatter camp. There are very hopeless situations. I've got different mothers from different backgrounds. We have mothers who are prostitutes. We have drug users. We have people who are dealing with depression. Just many hopeless situations. We start the morning at 9 a.m. We first bath them because they don't have any water where they stay. We bath them, then we feed the kids. We have classes for 3 hours. Well, we've got free shopping every day here in our center. So the child, if she doesn't have clothes to change, they just get some clothes. Even the parents in the afternoon when they come, they do some free shopping for clothes. Being around kids, just alone, makes my heart beat. In the morning when I wake up, I'm in a happy mood. I'm going to see the smiles. I would like to challenge everyone. Investing your time on kids, it's very important. Investing your time in kids will make you feel better than yesterday.
Please welcome Nomlindo Linda Peder.
When you wake up in the morning and you're shadowed by the darkness of the night. When you wake up in the morning, darling, I'll be by your side. When you get a little lonely and you lose your rhythm, don't give up the fight. When you wake up in the morning, darling, I'll be by your side.
God's willingness is always on time. First of all, I would like to thank the judges, sponsors, organizers of this event for honoring and recognizing the work we do. Secondly, East London community at large, we appreciate your support. You keep us going. Lastly, let's keep on investing on children. They are the future, and their future is on our hands. Thank you.
Congratulations, congratulations. You had a standing ovation from some people here. There they are, your people. I would like to now see you will also be handed a check of 20,000 Rand from Johnson's. If we could get that 20,000 Rand check for Nomlindo. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Pamela Mbini, founder of the Maro Foundation, is a compassionate community builder who supports underprivileged individuals through her non-profit organization. She provides essential items to disadvantaged schools, assists victims of gender-based violence, and aids the homeless.
Maro Foundation, you're focusing mostly on gender-based violence, especially women and kids and boys that are sexually abused, and homeless people, where we feed them, give them sanitary towels, collect blankets and clothes. Also, we're focusing on kids that are coming from disadvantaged background, and in fact, not only kids, and also people and families that are coming from disadvantaged background, where kids will collect school shoes each and every year, school shoes for the kids so that they can be able to attend school, and a uniform, collect uniform for those that they can't afford. I've always got this thing that I'm blessed. I've got things that I have. I'm able to go to bed with a full stomach. What makes me sad mostly is the sexual abuse cases, where you find that an old woman or a very young kid is being sexually abused. And also at times you find that dealing with families where it's sad, there's nothing, there's no furniture, there's nothing to cook. It keeps me going and it makes me smile to go to bed knowing that I put smile on other people and I'm able to assist. I want to leave a legacy. When I'm gone, I want people to remember me, that there was once a Maro, Pamela Mbini, that used to be able to assist. I want people to know, even if I'm no more, when they are successful, they must remember that they are where they are, it's because of me. You know, I want to see Maro Foundation all over South Africa, in all the provinces. And also, I want to be able to focus more and more in deep rural areas, because we seem to forget about the rural areas. All I can say is that don't look down at people that got nothing. What is important is for us to make it a point that we share whatever small things that we have. Even if it's a small money, just make it a point that we share with those that got nothing.
Please welcome to stage Pamela Mbini.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much. I'd like to thank Almighty God, the people that nominated me. I'd like to thank the sponsors, Daily Dispatch, Johnson & Johnson, and the other sponsors, SPA. Thank you for recognizing the work that we do. It's difficult, it's hard, but we push. It has been a tough year for me and a painful year for me. On the 3rd of August, I lost my dad. My mentor, my best friend, he was 92. On the 23rd of September, I lost my brother. I dedicate this to them. Also, I'd like to thank my friends who push me to do what I do. Now that I've got money, but I take from what I have, small portion that I have, to assist those that really need me. I'd like to thank Andile Hona, Tugela Ningiza, Tamim Jaku, Colin Mashawana, Kulilenzo, Vuzom Chongile, Prichoka, Nulundi Mwangu, Jimmy Tau, Toko Panabas, Little Sleeper and Dago Spa, and all other friends that are so supportive, that are supporting me and allow me to drive this car that I'm driving, to be able, because they are sitting at the back and I'm the driver. We tend to forget about people that are really in need. We need to help where we can. We deal with sexual abuses, gender-based violence, human trafficking, bullying at schools. We need to teach our kids respect. We need to teach our young ones to look after and take care of those that got nothing, especially at schools.
Those who are able to carry a lunch, we need to teach them that they need to share with those that they've got nothing. Yes, I am blessed because I've got a roof, I've got a shelter, I choose what to eat, I choose what to wear. There are those that don't have that choice. So we need to look after and take care of those who are really in need. I thank you. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to all the people. Thanks to my friends that nominated me. Thank you.
Pamela, before you leave, a check of 20,000 rand from Kenville, please. There we go. Congratulations. 2 more local heroes to go. A breast cancer diagnosis transformed Sam Ramsey's life, leading her to create the Cancer Connection, a non-profit organization. Sam's journey through cancer treatment revealed the need for holistic support, emotional care, and integrative therapies, inspiring her to start a support group and an NPO dedicated to helping cancer patients with meals, care packets, and holistic tools to facilitate healing.
So it all started with my own diagnosis of breast cancer at the end of 2020. And I searched for a support group. I couldn't find it in East London, so I created it. The Cancer Connection is a charity that is aiming to help people find their way with their health journey. And that starts with mental health and emotional support with a support group. Currently, we have the support group for women. It's women with any type of cancer. We have 80 ladies on our group at the moment. We started with 8, so that is quite incredible that we've grown so big. But through those ladies, they showed me that there was more to how we needed to help. The Anns of Rotary knitted knockers, and these are incredible because I take them with me to ladies that I'm visiting in hospital who are about to have their mastectomies, and the knitted knockers are a lifesaver because they're light and they breathe easily and they can be washed nicely, and we recommend the patients after their mastectomy to wait a little bit for healing, and then they start to use these knitted knockers, and it gives them a bit of dignity and confidence to get out there and not be self-conscious about what they look like. I visit people who are newly diagnosed, whether that's in their homes or the hospitals. They come and visit me at my guest house, and I gift them with care packages. So what sets us apart from other cancer charities? We know that there are lots of cancer charities in South Africa. In fact, there are actually over 40 that I've counted. But no one is focusing on empowering the cancer patient to be their own health advocate and to work towards their healing journey. We also work with other cancer charities, which is something I haven't seen other charities doing. So we support charities who don't have a platform in East London, and we represent them. So the deepest part of how we're working and how we're spreading the love is because we all know that we have an end date or an expiry date, but cancer brings it quite close into your face, and it basically becomes a lesson in learning how to deal with fear and trying not to be overwhelmed by it and trying to still have quality of life and to believe that there's hope. The journey seems impossible, especially when you're starting your treatments. It feels like a mountain to climb. But what I try and inspire is that you will get through it. Each day, each moment, even though they're hard, you will get to a point where you can look back and go, I made it through that. So I think that is a really important message for people to know, because the words "you have cancer" can bring you down to your knees, and we need you to know that you can get up and keep on going.
From the Cancer Connection, Sam Ramsey.
I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue. I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side like lovers do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That song that was just playing, we were all asked what song would be appropriate that we chose that was special to our hearts. And initially I thought, well, I'm going to choose something from the 90s, and it's going to be a dance song, and I'm going to come on and rock it, just because that is my personality. But it took a couple of moments to realize that actually the most important song was the Andy Grammer's song, Don't Give Up on Me. A couple of days after I was diagnosed, my brother-in-law phoned me from Joburg and sang that song with his wife and his children. And the song's words resonated over the past couple of years. Don't give up on me. I'm not ready to give up. So I'm not on my knees. I'm going to keep on going. So I want to thank you, everybody who's here, everyone who's part of this event, this incredible event, the sponsors, the organizers, everyone who voted for me, my loved ones, everyone who supports us, the community. You have got me here, but I represent so many others. And you're not giving up on us. We're not giving up on you. We're going to keep on going. I just also have to say a very special thank you to Tiffany Swanepoel, my co-director, my partner in crime, my design guru. Our website is the heart of what we do. We have resources on there to help anyone going through a cancer journey. And Tiffany has worked long and hard on putting together a beautiful website. So yes, thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thanks.
Sam, a 20,000 Rand check from Johnson's is yours, so please accept that, a 20,000 Rand check. It's been an incredible night, and we are at our final local hero. Kenita Prince, founder of Kenita Community Projects, has been a beacon of hope for over 17 years in Garcia Flats, Cambridge, and surrounding areas. Despite facing financial challenges herself, she tirelessly seeks sponsorships to provide food and support to financially disadvantaged families. She organizes annual events like Christmas and Mother's and Father's Day celebrations, serves hearty meals to local children, and distributes Easter eggs during holidays, all driven by her belief in sharing her blessings with others.
I'm staying at Gassaflat for more than 29 years now, and my focus is more for the community in my area, to feed them. The people I'm feeding at Gassaflat is more kids that I'm more concerned of. Kids was about 285. It was then more. But as I said, they're growing up now, and then elderly as well. But unfortunately, the elderly cannot sometimes come pick up their meals, but then I ask my kids to assist them to take it to the flat. In my community, the people that support me is okay food, excellent, Mandarin funeral parlor, and then Mr. Kandu once a month. There's every Thursday or Friday, he drops off vegetables for me. Because I prepare myself to cook a meal for them. I don't get cooked food for them, I prefer to do it myself in my area. Yes, the ladies that help me here, they're willing to help me, because it's a lot of peeling and cooking and falling around and feeding. Especially now that my foot is broken, I get 100% support from my ladies. In the flat is very small here, uncomfortable sometimes, inconvenient sometimes, but I carry on doing it because I want to cook for my community. In the last 30 years, I've been here at Gaza Flat. Really. A lot of things have been changed. It's sad to see what's happening outside. It's sad to see some of our boys that's been doing drugs. The environment I've been living is no more than it was before. It is very, very sad to see what the community is going through at Gaza Flat. What makes me happy is to be there for those that in need all the time. There's no one moment I don't tell them I don't have, or don't please them, or don't make them happy. That is my aim, and that's the type of person I am all the time.
Kenita's project helps us a lot because when we don't have, then we normally quick and go on her door. Rain, hail or sunshine, she's always there.
When it comes sometimes I don't get sponsors from nowhere. Then I take out of my pocket, I'm a pensioner, Sasa, and then I cook for my people because that's not going to stop me cooking for them. A lot of people that ask me, how do I manage to do this? And then I encourage them, when you don't have the heart for people, then it's not going to be a success. It must come from inside. And once it comes from inside, then you know everything's going to be perfect for you.
Keep the applause going for Kenita Prince.
Shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, dancing through the fire. Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. Cause I am a champion.
Can I start? God is good. All the time?
God is good.
Amen. Amen. It's my privilege to be here tonight. Thank you. Danki inkosakaku. I'm in pain, but this is not going to stop me being here. It's not going to stop me by feeding for those that in need. God give me that power to do it for them. I need to just have 1 minute of your time. When Mom was pregnant for 9 months, all mothers are here, there was a calling from God. And that calling was, He knew what can take place with that baby. And that is where I am today. That was my calling, to feed my people that's in need. Am I correct? Yes. Amen. Thank you everyone that's here. Thank you for the support, especially David Spence and your team, Johnson & Johnson, my group over there. My daughter was 4 years old when I started this. Can you get up to Peder? She's 30 years now. Thank you. He said, my mom is not here. She's gone to heaven 2 years back. I miss her a lot because she was the one that motivated me all the time. After 2 years, I have to get someone to help me. I'm grateful for those that come out with no harm, with a good heart. When we have a good heart, wow, everything is possible from God. Just believe it and have faith. Thank you, everyone, to be here. Safe home. God bless you.
I'd like to now call on Kayla Eberhardt from Gussie's Gifting and Stationery to hand over a check for 20,000 Rand to you, Kenita. If we've learned anything from our local heroes, is that they don't just talk the talk. They really get up and they do something about it. They take action, and they are literally changing the worlds around them. I hope you are as inspired as I am after listening to 12 incredible stories of individuals that might not have much, but are having an incredible impact. A round of applause for our 12 local heroes 2023. An evening like this, ladies and gentlemen, in such a gorgeous venue with beautiful decor and incredible food and wonderful prizes acknowledging our local heroes is impossible without the support of generous individuals and corporations who become sponsors and partner with a great initiative like this. So before we part ways, I really want to give some acknowledgement to the sponsors, the people that have come together, and let me read them out to you today. Obviously, we'll have to start with the initiative that was started by the Daily Dispatch. So thank you so much, Daily Dispatch. And to the incredible partner, Johnson's, that has walked the journey with Daily Dispatch. So thank you so much, Johnson's. As you can see, each one of our local heroes went away with an incredible check. Don't worry, I know the check stayed behind, but they actually do get the money. So I just want to thank all the prize sponsors, Spa, Vincent Park, Gussie's Gifting and Stationery, Link FM, and Vodacom for you. Thank you so much. That money will go a long way with our local heroes. Our accommodation sponsor, Premier Hotel ICC, that is accommodating many of our local heroes that are from out of town. Our hair and makeup sponsors that made everyone look fabulous this evening, the Beauty Academy and Sculptures Hair. The incredible judges, the 5 judges that had to read over 70 stories to get to the 12 that we heard today. ICC for this incredible venue. Thank you so, so much. And just in case of emergency, we had IWS for the use of their generator. Because just in case, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a phenomenal audience. Thank you so much for your incredible energy, and I hope you continue to support the local heroes. From myself, Claire Mawisa, it's been a wonderful evening. Get home safely. Thank you, and good night. Surprises. I see you. You can't confront the confronted. Carte blanche, guys. I'm coming back with a camera crew.
Got you at your own game. Everyone, myself and Michelle. Michelle, where are you? Come on stage. We just wanted to say thank you to Claire. She's been an amazing MC. She's just brought the sparkle to the event that we needed. So we just wanted to say thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you being here with us this evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think what I was saying is, as colleagues, I think just in the space of current affairs, we do tend to tell very heavy stories. So it's a privilege to be here this evening and tell the stories and see the stories that we've shared tonight. So thank you so much to yourself and your team. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.